All right, here we go. $5 gonna be little money to five. Who do we five? We got five right there now. 10 gonna be 10 all the way. $5 here. Gotta buy them all. $10. Find a little 10. Gotta be 10. Find a little 10. Who do we? $5 here and gotta be 10. $5 here and gotta be 10. A little money to 10. Who do we 10? Gotta be 10. A little money to 10. All in. I got 10. Now 15. 15 gotta be 20. Selling. We're buying them all. 20. Now 25. 25. A little money to 25. I got 20 here and gotta be 25. 20 to 25. Gotta be 25. A little money to 25. Them up top. $20. Buyer number 607. 607. Well, that makes that easy, huh? Right. Some two registered ones. Maybe not. Is that for these? What do we got? Big dough down there? It's a good one. 200. Gonna be 200. A little money. 2. 75, gonna be 175, 175, gonna be 175, gonna be 175, 150 here, gonna be 150, now 155, 150 here, now 155, gonna be 160 here, gonna be 135, a little money, 135, gonna be 170, now 175, 175 up top, gotta be 180 over here, and 185, 185, 190 down here, 190 now 195, 195, gonna be 200, and 205 down here, gonna be 210, a little money, to 215, gonna be 215, and 220 down here, 220 down here, now 225, gotta be 225, and 230 up. 230 now 235 here and gonna be 235 a little money now 235 I got 230 here 235 240 here and gonna be 240 a little money now 240 gonna be 240 a little money 245 250 here and gonna be 250 a little money now 250 gonna be 250 now 255 260 here 255 gonna be 260 up top gonna be 260 a little money now 250 255 gonna be 250 255 a little money now 250 255 260 255 gonna be 260 sold it to you 255 buyer 87. Nice little board down there. 150, gonna be 150, a little money, 50, 50, 50, who do we do 150, gonna be 145, gonna be 145 right there, and 150, gonna be 150, a little money, 150, 50, 50, 145, 150, 155, and 160 over here, gonna be 160, 160 here, now 165, gonna be 170, 175, 170, 175 down, gonna be 175, and 180. 185, gonna be 185 up top, gonna be 185 right there, and 190 here, gonna be 195, a little money, 200 up top, 200 here, gonna be 200, a little money, 205 here, gonna be 205 and 210, 215, 215 up here, gonna be 215, a little money, 15, 15, 15, 220 here, gonna be 220, a little money, 20, 220 here, 220 there, gotta be 220, 220, 220, 225, gotta be 225, a little money, 225 up here, gonna be 225, got 225 right there, now 230, 225, gonna be 230, a little money, 225, 230 here, gonna be 235, a little money, 235, gonna be 240 here, 240, 240, 235 here, 235, gonna be 240, 235 here, and gonna be 240. Sold it to you, Cody, 235. Buyer number 611, 611. Thank you. Look at this little doling here. 80, gonna be 80, no little money, 80, 80, 80, 80, gonna be 80, no little money, got 80 right there, now 85, 80 here, gonna be 85, no little money, 80, now 85, gonna be 85, now 90 here, gonna be 90, now 95, no little money, 95, gonna be 100 over here, 105, gonna be 105, 55, 110 here, gonna be 115, now 120, 125, gonna be 125, and 130, gonna be 135, no little money, 135, gonna be 140, no 145, gonna be 145 here, and 150 here, gonna be 155, no little money, no 155, 55, who'd have been 155, and 160, 165, 165, 160 here, gonna be 165, no little money, no 130 here, gonna be 135, no little money, 135, 135, gonna be 160 here, gonna be 135, no little money, no 165, 160 here, 165, all in and all done. Sold it right there, 160, buyer 305, buyer 305. Little buckling down there. 100, gotta be 100, no little money, no 100, 100, 100, who'd have been 100, gotta be 100, no little money, no 80 bucks here, and gotta be 80, no little money, 80, got 80, thank you, now 85, 80 here, and gotta be 85, 85, gotta be 90 here, and gotta be 95, 100 here, 95, gonna be 100, 95 here, and gotta be 100, and 105, gonna be 105, and 110 here, and gotta be 110, no little money, no 115 here, and gotta be 115, and 120, 120 here, now 125, 125, 120 here, and gotta be 125, 120 here, and gotta be 125, no little money, no 125, 55, who'd have been 125, and gotta be 125, 55, all in and all done. Going to be 120 right there. Buyer number 601. 601. Thank you. Two bucklings there. We'll two. What do you want to bid here? $100. Got to be 100. A little money to 111. Who'd have been one? I got 100 right there. Now 105. 100 here. Going to be 105. A little money to 105. 5. Going to be 105. 105. 110 here. Going to be 150. 115, gonna be 120, no little 115, gonna be 120, got 115 up top, gonna be 120, no little money, no 20, 20, 20, 115 here, 120 where, 115, gonna be 120, no little money, 120, 20, 20, 115, gonna be 120 right there, 120, now 125, 125 here, gonna be 125, no little money, no 120 here, gonna be 125, 120 down here, gonna be 125, 125, 125, all in and all done, 125, 130, back to you, and gotta be 130, no little money, no 30, 30, 30, 30, 130, 130, gotta be 130, 130 right there, now 135, who was it? 135 down here, and gotta be 135, 130 here, and gotta be 135, no little money, no 35, 5, 5, who'd have been 135, all in and all done, gonna be 130 over here, buyer 603, 605, 605. 45.23 going out the door. What's that? Are they? Oh, we got one left. 80, gotta be 80, no little money, 80, 80, 80, 80, gotta be 80, no little money, 80, who'd have been 80, gotta be 80, 55, gotta be 55, no little money, 55, 55, right there, 55, 60, where, 55, no little money, 60, 60 here, gotta be 85, no little money, 85, and 70 here, gotta be 75, 75 up top, 75, gotta be 80 here, 75, gotta be 80, no little money, 80, 80, 80, 80, 75, gotta be 80 here, 75 and 80, 75, no little money, 80, 80, 80, who'd have been 80, 75 and 80, all in and all done, all in and all done, sold it up top, $75, 617, $75, 617. Okay, two registered does here. Actually, let me get serious here. I got some info on these ones here. Buyer wants them sold together, so we're selling them both. Where are we at here? Okay, 3.5 years old and 1 year old. The white face was milked by hand or machine last summer. Ready to breed and milk or clean up your pasture. Selling two here. What do you want to be? 100. Got to be 100. No little money to 111. Got to be 100. No little money to 100. Who'd have been 100? Got to be $180 here. Got to be 80. No little money. 80, 80, 80, 80. I got 80 right there. Now 85. 80. Got to be 85. Little money 85, 85, and 90 here, and gonna be 90, 95, 95, gonna be 100 over here, 100, 100, 195, 100 your way, 100, 105, 105 here, and gonna be 110, little money to 10, 10, 10, 115 here, and 110, gonna be 115, 110 here, and gonna be 115, little money to 15, 15, 15, 110 here, and gonna be 115, where, and gonna be 115, little money to 115, yes, now 120, 120 here, and gonna be 125, little money to 130, selling them both here, 130, 135, gonna be 135, little money to 135, gonna be 140 here, and gonna be 140, 135, and 140, and 145, 145 here, 145, gonna be 145, 145, the middle of the money, 45. Who'd have been 145, 140 here, and gotta be 145. I've got down here 140, 145, 150 here, and gotta be 150. Now 155 up top, gotta be 155, and 160 here, and gotta be 155, and 160 down here, 165, 160 here, and gotta be 165, 160 here, and gotta be 135. The middle of the money, 35, 5, 5, who'd have been, gotta be 5, 135, 160 here, and gotta be 165. Sold them to you 160. Buyer number, what's that? Alice, put it on Alice, 160 Alice. All right, here we go. This is the kind of the one I've been waiting for here. 160. 160 here, and gonna be 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 Pregnant female goat. 3/4 Nigerian dwarf, 1/4 fainting goat. Bred to a purebred Nigerian dwarf, 1.5 years old. 100, gonna be 100, a little bit of money to 111, who'd have been 100, gonna be 100, I'll be 80 right here. Now 85, 80, now 85, gonna be 85, a little bit of money, 85, 80 here, gonna be 85, a little bit of money, 85, bye-bye, who'd have been 85, I got 80, now 85, 80 here, gonna be 85, a little bit of money, 85, 85, 85, gonna be 85, 80 here, 85, now 90 here, gonna be 95, 95, gonna be 100, and 105, gonna be 105, 55, 110 here, gonna be 115, 115, 120 here, gonna be 125, gonna be 125, a little bit of money, 125, gonna be 130 here, and 135, gonna be 135, gonna be 135, and 140 here, gonna be 145, 145, gonna be 145. Here and gonna be 145, a little bit of money, 45, 55, 140 here and 145 where 140 here and gonna be 145, a little bit of money, 145, 145, all in and all done. Gonna be 140. Byron, it's on 140. Put it on Dan Kramer. 140. I think he's something. I don't know. 3959. I can't remember. Look at these little bucklings. What are they saying? They're what? Two does? Okay. Got two does down there. Just ignore the blue color there. Two does. Good little ones. They're the right kind. Been on grain. That's right. I got some info on these ones too right here. Right here. Been off the mom on solid hay and grain for 1 week. 50, gotta be 50, no little money, 50, 50, 50, 50, gotta be 50 right there. Now 55, 50 here, gonna be 55, no little money, 55, gonna be 55, 50 here, gonna be 55, 60 down here, gonna be city, 60, now 75, gonna be 75, now 70 here, 70 here, gonna be 70, now 75, gonna be 75, no little money, 80, 80, 80, 75, 80, 80, now 85, gonna be 85, no little 85, now 90, now 90 here, 85 and 90, yes sir, you wanna be 90, now 95, gonna be 95, 100 here, gonna be 100, 100. I'm going to be 110, a little bit of money, 110, 10, 10, 115 here, going to be 115 and 120, 120, now 125, going to be 125, 130 here, going to be 130, a little bit of 130, now 135, going to be 135, 55, 140 here, 140 here, 135, 140, got 135 there, going to be 140, no little money, 40, 40, 40, 135, going to be 140, no little money, 40 right there, 140, now 145, going to be 145, 150, 150, now 155, going to be 155, 160 over here, 165, going to be 135, no little money, 135, 55, 135, 170, 175, 175, to be 175, a little money, 75, 55, 180 here, and going to be 185, a little money, 185, 55, who'd have been 185, going to be 180 here, and 185 up top, 180 here, and going to be 185, going to be 185, 55, going to be 185, a little money, 185, sold them to you, 180, buyer number 604, 604. Yeah. Got a female down there. This one's been exposed to a buck a few months ago, so she's probably bred. Nigerian dwarf. 100, gonna be 100, a little money, 100, 100, a little bit of 100, gonna be 180, a little bit of money, 80, gonna be 80, a little money, 80, 65, gonna be 35, a little money, 35, 55, right there. Now 70 here, now 75, 70 and 75, gonna be 80 up top, gotta be 80, a little money, 85 down here, gonna be 85, got 80 up top, gotta be 85, 80 here, gonna be 85, a little 85, and 90 here, gonna be 90, 90, 90, now 95, a little money, 95, 100 over here, gonna be 100, 100, 95, 100, 95 here, gonna be 100, a little money, 100, 195 down here, gonna be 100, a little money to 100, all in and all done. Sold it right here, 95, 601, $95, 601. I think this is, yeah, let's see here. 45 down there. Right here, Nubian yearlings. Here's the weather right here, born 3/12/23. Nubian yearling. 150, gonna be 150, another money, 150 right there. Now 155, 150 here, gonna be 155, 160 here, gonna be 135. 135, gonna be 170 here, 175, gonna be 175, 180 here, gonna be 185, 185, 185 and 190 here, gonna be 195, another money number 190, 200, gonna be 205, 55, 205 and 210 here, gonna be 210 and 215, now 220, 225, 225, another money 225, gonna be 230 and 235, another money 235, gonna be 240 here and 235 and 240 and 245, 245, now 250 here, gonna be 285, another money 255, 55, 260 here, gonna be 265, 270 here, gonna be 275, 275, 275, gonna be 280 here and 280, 280, 275 and 280, 275 here and gonna be 280, another bit of money, 80, 80, 80, 275 and 280, 275 here and gonna be 280, good weather, 275, gonna be 280, 280, 275, 280, all in and all done, sold it to you, 275, buyer 34, 275, buyer 34. Here's the doe right here, Nubian yearling doe, her name's Willa, born 3/10/23. Up to date on everything there. 200, going to be 200 right there. Now 205, 200 here, going to be 205, 205, a little bit of money to 555, who'd have been fine, going to be 200 here and 205, going to be 210 over here to 215, going to be 215, 215. Now 220, 225, 225, going to be 225, a little bit of money to 230, going to be 235, a little bit of money to 240, going to be 245 up here, going to be 245. Now 250 here, going to be 255, going to be 255, a little bit of money 255 and 260 here, going to be 265, 265, 270 here, going to be 270, 270, 275, going to be 275 and 280 here, going to be 280, 275 up top, 275, going to be a little money, 280, 280, 275, 280, 275, going to be 280, 280, 275 and 80. Sold them to you, 275, buyer 34, 275, buyer 34. We just sold them together, I guess. That's for them too. A little buckling there. Little Billy. 50, gonna be fitting a little money, 50, 50, 50, gonna be fitting a little money, 50, 50, 50, gonna be 50, 50, 50, gonna be 50, money, 50, 50, 50, 50, right there. Now 55, fitting, gonna be 55, a little money, 50 here, gonna be 55, 50, 55, a little money, 55, 55, who to be 55, gonna be 55, 50 here, 55, 60 here, gonna be city deals on, 65, gonna be 65, and 70 here, gonna be 70, 75, 70, 75, 75, now 80 here, gonna be getting a little 80, now 85, up top, gonna be 85, a little 85, 90 here, gonna be 90, 85, gonna be 90, you cool with 85? 85, okay, 90 where, 85, gonna be 90, another 85, gonna be 90, 90, 85, gonna be 90, 85, and 85, gonna be 90, 90, 85, and 90, sold it up top, 85, buyer number 617, 617, thank you. 7-month-old nanny goat here. Looks like she's La Mancha. 85, gonna be 85, little money, 85, 55, who'd have been 85, gonna be 85, little money, 85, who'd have been 85, gonna be 85, 85, 85, 75 here, gonna be 75, little money, 75, thank you. Now 80, now 85, 85 here, gonna be 85, 90 here, gonna be 99. Little money, 95, gonna be 100 over here, 105, gonna be 110 over here, 110, 10, 10, gonna be 110, 105, 110, 115 here, gonna be 115, 120, gonna be 120, 20, 125, little money, 125, gonna be 130 here, gonna be 135, 130 here, gonna be 135, got you at 130, need 135, 130 here, gonna be 135, little money, 135, 130 here, gonna be 135, little money, 135, 5, 5, who'd have been fine, gonna be fine, little money, 5, 5, 130, 135, all in and all done. Let's see, 130, 149, 130, 149, thank you. Got ourselves a little family here. Male and a female, young one there. And the mom. Are you sure that's supposed to be a family? The mom's dry anyway, right? The mom's dry. We're going to sell them separate. Whatever you catch in the corner there. No milk on the mom anymore here. Sell the big one. Yep, we're selling the big one. 45.05, getting sold. 75, gonna be 75, little money, 75, gonna be 75, little money, 75, gonna be 75, we're selling the doe, the mama doe. 50, gonna be 50, no little money, no 50 right there. Now 55, 50, no 55, gonna be 55, no little money, no 55, 50, no 55, 55, 60 here, gonna be 65, 75, no little 75, and 70 here, gonna be 70, no 75, 75 here, gonna be 75, no little money, no 80, gonna be 75 and 80, 75 here, 80 where, 75, gonna be 80, 75, gonna be 80, no little money, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80 right there. Now 85, 85, 90 here, gonna be 90 down here. Now 95, 95, gonna be 100 over here, 100, 100, now 105 down here, gonna be 105 and 110 here, 105 down here, 110 up top, 110 up top, 105, gonna be 110, 105, gonna be 110, 115 down here, gonna be 115, no little money, now 120 up top, gonna be 120, no little money, now 120, 120, 120, 115, 120, 115, 120, all in and all done, all in and all done, gonna be right here, 115, buyer number 601, buyer number 601. All right, we're selling the young ones there. There's a doe or a buckling, right? Take your pick, one or two, or both. $20, gotta be 20, no little money, no 20, 20 right there. Now 25, 20, gotta be 25, no little money, no 25, 20 here, gotta be 25, no little money, no 25, no 20, no 25, 25, gotta be 30 here, 30, no 35, no little money, no 40, 40, 40, 35, and 40, 35, 40 where, 35, gotta be 40, did you say it? 40, 40, 40, 35, 40, did you say 40 up top? 35, 40. Now 45, 40 here, you gotta be 45. I got you at 40. Need 45. Gotta be 45. No little money, no 45, 5, 5. Who 45, 40 here, you gotta be 45. 40 here, you gotta be 45. No little money, no 45. 45, 50 here, you gotta be 50. No little money, no 55 up top. Now 60 here, you gotta be zitty, no zitty 5, zitty 5, zitty, no zitty 5. 60 here, you gotta be zitty 5. No little money, no zitty 5. 60 down here, you gotta be 65. All in and all done. 60 right here, you gotta be 60 on 601. One or two. He takes both, right there. Takes them both. All right, we got one of them big valet black nose rams right here. 2.5 years old. Fancy, fancy. Big. That's a big breeder right there. Take them home to your ladies. 300, gotta be 300. A little money, 333, gotta be 300. A little, I got 300 right there. Now 3 1/4. 300 here, gotta be 325. A little money, 325, gotta be 300 here and 325. 300, gotta be 3 1/4. A little money. Gonna be 3 1/4, 300 here, gonna be 3 1/4, no little money, quarter, gotta be 325, 300, 325 where, 305, gotta be 305, no little money, 305, 5, gotta be 305, 300 here, gotta be 305, no little money, 305, 5, gotta be 300 here and 305, gotta be 305, 5, where, 305, 305 where, gotta be 305, no little money, 305, all in and all done. You bought it, $300 right there. 600, is that what I see? 600? Yes, ma'am, thank you. Here's the big weather. 2.5-year-old weather right here. 300, gotta be 300, no little money, 333, gotta be 300, no little money, 3, gotta be 300, minimum 3, gotta be 3, minimum 333, gotta be 300, 250, gotta be 250, no little money, 250, 250, 250, gotta be 250, no little money, 250, 250 where, 250 where, 200, gotta be 200, no little money, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, gotta be 200, no little money, 2, gotta be 2, gotta be 2, gotta be 200, no little money, 2, 2, 2, 100, gotta be 100, no little, got 100 right here, now 105, gotta be 100 here, gotta be 105, 110 over here, 110, just 115, 115, gotta be 120, 120, now 125, 125, gotta be 130, 130, 130 right here, Jess. You want to be 130, now 135, a little money, 135 and 40 here, and gotta be 145 here, now 150, now 155, gotta be 155. 160 here, gonna be 160, and 135, gonna be 135, 170 here, gonna be 175, a little money, 180 here, gonna be 185, now 190, now 195, gonna be 200, and 205, gonna be 210 here, and 215, gonna be 210, 215, 210 here, and gonna be 215, 215, gonna be 220, a little money, 20, 20, 20, back to you, Jess. Now 225, 230 here, and gonna be 235, a little 235, gonna be 235, now 240 here, and gonna be 245, 55, 245 up top, 245, 245, now 250, gonna be 255, a little 250 here, now 255 where, and gonna be 250 here and 255, 250 here and gonna be 255, a little money to 555, and gonna be 255, 250, now 255, Sold it right here, 250. Put it on 269. Got a little calf, cool. Probably, I don't know. I've never seen it yet. Which, you mean the family? Looks like a little heifer calf there. Holstein heifer. 100, gonna be 100, a little bit of money to 111, who bit of 1, gonna be 100, a little bit of money to 100, over here, 100, a little bit of money to 100, who bit of 100, gotta be with $50 on her, and gotta be 50, a little bit of money to 50, 50, 50, gonna be 50, a little bit of money to 50, 50, 50, who bit 50, gonna be 50, 45, $40, I got 40, now 45, gonna be 45, a little bit of money, 40 here, and 45, gonna be 45, a little 45, and 50 here, gonna be 50, 50, 50, now 55, now 60 here, 55 and 60, 60, 60, gonna be 60, 55, gonna be $60 here, 55 and 60, 55, a little money in the city, 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 55 and 60, 55 here, and gonna be 60, a little bit of money in the city, 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 55 and 60, 55 and 60, all in and all 60. Now 65, 60 here, and gonna be 65, a little bit of money in the city, 5, city, now 65, city here, and gonna be 65, a little bit of money in the city, 5, gonna be 65, all in and all done. Sold it to you for 60, George's way. One more bid, did you say? 60 on 605, 60 on 605, there you go. You finally catch all them birds that have been running around here. Yeah. That's a good idea, Ethan. Good idea. You'll see me running around the property with a big net. Like a cartoon. All right, lot 48. Big net. $20 gonna be 20 in the little money in the 20 20 20 who to be 20 gonna be 20 in the little money in the 20 gonna be 20 gonna be 20 I got 10 right there now 15 10 in the little money in the 15 15 gonna be 20 gonna be 20 in the 25 down here gonna be 25 and 30 25 gonna be 30 in the little money and 30 30 25 down here now 30 25 gonna be 30 25 gonna be 30 30 30 25 and 30 25 gonna be 30 in the little money and 30 who to be 30 gonna be 30 who to be 30 sold it to you 10 25 on Ken. I got you 603 603. Get a crab pot or no? It's a flower basket. I think they're hooked up wrong. There's two of them. What else is down there, Jeff? $10 gotta be 10 little money in a 10 10 10 who to be 10 gotta be $5 here gotta be 5 where gotta be fine little money in a 5 5 5 who to be fine little money in a 5 gotta be fine 2.5 2.5 right there now 5 2.5 gonna be fine we got 5 right there now 10 gonna be 5 7.5 5 here gonna be 7.5 little money in 7.5 gonna be 7.5 $5 here 7.5 where $5 here gonna be 7.5 all in and all done sold it to you $5 608 $5 608. There's the crab pot. Lot 49 next. There is? Really? Are they going to bring it in? Is it huge? It's big. We'll sell it after the outside. Is it carryable or not? Let's bring it in, I guess. Bring it through the scale if you have to. Here you go. We got a crab pot there. $10. Gonna be 10. Little money in the 10 10 10. Who to be 10? Gonna be 10. Little money in the 10. Gotta be 10. Can 10. Who to be 10? Gonna be 10. $5. $5 wearing. Gonna be fine. Little money got 5 right there. Now 7.5. Gonna be 7.5 in the sunglasses. Looking at you in the sunglasses. 7.5. Now 10 here. Going to be 12.5. 10 here. Going to be 12.5. 12.5. Going to be 15. 15. 17.5. 17.5. 15 here. Going to be 17.5. 15. Going to be 17.5. 15. 17.5. Going to be 20 your way. 20. 20. 20 to 22.5. Going to be 25. Going to be 25 to 25. 22.5 here. 25 wearing. Going to be 22.5. Going to be 25. 22.5. Going to be 25. Little money. 25. Going to be 25. 5. 5. Sold it to you. Could be 22.5. 611. There's 611. Lot number 37. You get a nice chop saw down there. Runs good. They are pretty sweet. I got one I've been using. 40, gotta be 40, no little money, no 40, 40, 40, gotta be 40, 20, 20, 20, gotta be 20, no little money, 20's a deal, 20 right there, now 25, gotta be 25, no little 25, gotta be 30 here, and 35, gotta be 35, 40 here, now 45, you wanna be 45 down here? I got 40, 45, 50 here, and gonna be 55, gonna be 55, 55, 55, 60 here, now 65, gonna be 70 up top, gotta be 70, 70, 70, now 75, gonna be 75, 55, 75, now 80, 80 now 85, gonna be 85, no little money, 85, 85, now 90 here, and gonna be 85, and 90 down here, and gonna be 90, now 95, 95 up top, gonna be 95, no little money, and 95, gonna be 100 over here, and 105, gonna be 105, 100 here, and gonna be 105, 105, and 110 here, and gonna be 110, no little money, and 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 115, gonna be 115, no little money, and 115, 110 here, and gonna be 115, 110 here, and gonna be 115, no little money, and 15, 15, 15, 15, sold it right here, 110, 615, 110, 615. Where's that pinata, Amelia? Where's your pinata? Oh. Next week. Lot number 28. No cage. Could be 2 geese. Okay, we're not sure, males or females. Get 2 geese there. We want to be 20. Gotta be 20. A little money. That's got 20 right there. Now 22 and a half. 20 gonna be 22 and a hang. A little money. 22 and a half. 20 here. Gonna be 22 and a hang. A little 22 and a hang. Gonna be 22 and a half. 20 down here. Gonna be 22 and a hang. A little money. 22 and a half. Gonna be 22 and a half. 20 and 22 and a hang. Gonna be 22 and a hang. Gonna be 22 and a half. All in and all done. Where are we at here? $20. Who was it? Right there. 2508. $20. 508. $20. 508. On which one?
It was Ken Patient, so I think you got it right, 30. So we put 38 on it? 28. Okay, we're good.
That's fine. We'll just get going. Lot number 47, no cage. 2 ducks. You get 2 here. What do you want to bet on these? You got to get 2 here. $10. I'm gonna be 10. A little money in a 10, 10, 10. Who to be 10? Gonna be 10. A little money in a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Gotta be 5. $5 for 2 ducks here. And gotta be 5. Thank you. Now 7.5. Finally gotta be 7.5. 7.5. Gotta be 10 here. And gotta be 10. A little money 10. 12.5. 12.5 here. Gonna be 15. A little money in a 15. Gotta be 17.5. Now 20 here. And gotta be 20, 20, 20. 17.5. Now 20. 17.5 here. And gotta be 20. A little money in a 20, 20, 20. 17.5. And gotta be 20. 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 Sold it to you. 17.5 right there. Buyer number 623, 623. Lot number 43. There you go, 5 turkeys. 50, gotta be fitting a little money in a very, 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 gotta be fitting a little money in a very, 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 hitting, gotta be fitting $40 here, gotta be 40, a little money in a 40, 40, 40, gotta be 40, 25, 25, a little money in a 25 right there, now 30, 25, gotta be 30, 30, now 35, gotta be 35, now 40 here, gotta be 40, a little money in a 45, 40 here, gotta be 45, 40 here, gotta be 45, a little money 45, and 50 here, gotta be 50, and a 55, 55 your way, 55 your way, 50 here, gotta be 55, 5, 5, who to be 55, gotta be 55, 50 here, 55, now 60 here, gotta be 60, a little money in a city, 55, 60 wearing, going to be 60, 55, and 60, 55 here, and going to be 60, no little money, now 60, all in and all done. Going to be 55, 616, $55, 616. You want 5 more? You want 5 more of those? Same thing. Yep, here you go. Selling another box here. 25, gonna be 25, a little money to 25, same thing. 25, now 30, gonna be 30 right there. Now 35, 35, gonna be 40 here, gonna be 45, gonna be 45, 45 up top, 45 up top. Now 50 here, gonna be 50, now 55, a little money to 55, 50, now 55. How about 52 and a half? Gonna be 52 and a half, a little money to 52 and a half, 50 here, gonna be 52 and a half, 50 here, gonna be 52 and a half, a little money to 52 and a half, gonna be 52 and a half, all in and all done, gonna be 50 your way, Mark. 386, buyer 386. Whatever you grab is fine. I got kind of the order in my head here. Two ducks. Lot 29, 2 ducks. $10 gonna be down a little money to 10. Who to be down? Gonna be down a little money. $5 here. Gonna be fine. I got 5 right there. Now 7.5. I'm gonna be 7.5. 7.5. Gonna be 10. A little money to 10. Gonna be 12.5. 15 above you. 17.5. Now 20 here. Gonna be 20. Now 22.5. Ethan, you want to be 22.5? 20 here. Gonna be 22.5. 22.5 this way. Gotta be 22.5. Gonna be 22.5. 20 here. Gonna be 22.5. A little money to 22.5. 22.5. 20 here. Gonna be 22.5. All in and all done. It's gonna be 20 your way. 20 your way. Buyer number 610, 610. Blue Copper Moran, rooster, 12 weeks old. 20, gotta be 20, a little money to 20, 20, 20, 10, 10, 10, gotta be 10, a little money to 10, who to be 10, gotta be 10, a little money to 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, gotta be 10, a little money to 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 7.5, gotta be 7.5, a little money 7.5 right there. Now 10, 7.5, gotta be 10, 7.5, gotta be 10, and I got 10 right there, and gotta be 12.5, gotta be 12.5, 12.5, and 15 up top, 15 up top, 12.5, gotta be 15, 12.5 here, and gotta be 15, 12.5, a little money to 15, 15, 12.5, gotta be 15, all in and all done. 12.5 your way. 618, 618. Big old rooster. 15, gonna be $15 here, and 15, little money to 15, 15, 15, gonna be 15, $10 here, and gonna be 10, little got 10 right there. Now 12.5, 10, gonna be 12.5, 12.5, gonna be 15. Now 17.5, 17.5, 15 here, and gonna be 17.5, 15, gonna be 17.5 here, and gonna be 17.5. Now 20, gonna be 20, 17.5, gonna be 20, 17.5 here, you're gonna be 20 right there. Now 22.5, gotta be 22.5, 20 here, and gonna be 22.5, 20 here, and gonna be 22.5, little money to 22.5, all in and all, it's gonna be 20. 2 little roosters. You get 2. $5 gonna be fine. Little money to 5. Who'd have been fine? Gonna be fine. Little money to 5. Gonna be $5 here. Gonna be 5 right there. Now 7.5. $5 here. Gonna be 7.5. Little money to 7.5. 5 and 7.5. $5 here. Gonna be 7.5. Little money to 7.5. $5 here. Gonna be 7.5. Where? Gonna be 5 and 7.5. $5 here. Gonna be 7.5. All in 7.5. Now 10. 7.5 and 10. 7.5. Gonna be 10. Little money to 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. Who'd have been 10? Gonna be 10. Little money 7.5 and 10. 7.5 and 10. Sold them your way. 7.5. Let me write your number down again. 618. Two 3-month-old roosters. $10 here, and gonna be 10. Little money in the 10, 10, 10. You get 3, right? Get 2, 2, 2, 2. $10 and gonna be 10. Little money in the 10, 10, 10. I got 10 right there. Now 12.5. $10 here, and gonna be 12.5. Little money in the 12.5. Gonna be 10, 12.5. Gonna be 12.5. $10 here, and gonna be 12.5. Sold them to you. $10 right there. 622. $10. 622. Lot number 20. 10 young roosters. Oh, we get 10 little chicks. You get 10. 20, gotta be 20, little money to 20, 20, 20, gotta be 20, little money. Get 10 chicks there, and $20 here, gotta be 20, little money to 20, 20, 20, gotta be 20, who to be 20, gotta be $10 here, to where? $10, now 15, gotta be 15, little money to 15, 15, 10 here, now 15 where? 10 here, 15, gotta be 15, 12.5, gotta be 12.5, little 10 to 12.5, gotta be 10 and 12.5, 10 here, gotta be 12.5, got 12.5, now 15, gotta be 15, 15, 17.5, up top, gotta be 17.5, 15, 17.5, 15 here, gotta be 17.5, little money to 17.5, all in and all done, sold them 15 right here, 603, $15, buyer 603. Lot number 21. 13 straight run chicks. Will we get a variety? It's males or females. Yeah. 13 in the box. $10 gonna be 10 little money in a 10, 10, 10 right there. Now 12 and a half gonna be 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 17 and a half gonna be 20 here and 20 here. 17 and a half gonna be 20. Gotta be 20, 20, 20, 17 and a half. I got you. 17 and a half need 20. 17 and a half gonna be 20. 17 and a half little money in a 20, 20, 20, 17 and a half. 20 where gonna be 20 little money in a 20, 20, 20, 20. Sold them to you 17 and a half. 102, 17 and a half. Buyer 102. Lot number 34, 2 roosters. $10 gonna be 10 little money in a 10, 10, 10. Who to be 10? Gonna be 10 little money in a 10, 10, 10. 2 roosters here gonna be 10 little money in a 10, 10, 10, 10. Gonna be 10 little money in a 10. 7 and a half where gonna be 7 and a half, 10, 7 and a half right there. Now 10, 7 and a half gonna be 10 little money in a 10, 10, 10. 7 and a half, 10 where? 7 and a half here gonna be 10 little money in a 10. So I got 10. Now 12 and a half gonna be 12 and a half, 10, 12 and a half gonna be 15. Back to you 15, 15, 15. 12 and a half gonna be 15. 12 and a half gonna be 15 little money in a 15. All in and all done. 12 and a half. Buyer 34. 12 and a half. Buyer 34. Lot 24. You want the same thing? She don't want them. Two more young roosters. $10 gonna be 10 little money in a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Gonna be 10 little money in a 10, 10, 10. Now about 7 and a half. Gonna be 7 and a half right there. Now 10. Gonna be 12 and a half. 12 and a half. $10 here. Gonna be 12 and a half. Little money in 12 and a half. Gonna be 12 and a half. $10 here. Gonna be 12 and a half. Little money in 12 and a half. Sold them to you $10, 618. $10, 618. Line number 30 up next. That's all right. Big old duck. Get 2 ducks. $10 gonna be 10 little money in a 10, 10, 10, 10. Who to be 10? Gonna be 10 little money in a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. $5 here. Gonna be fine. Literally got 5 up top. Now 7 and a half. $5, 7 and a half. Gonna be 10 up top. Gonna be 10, 10, 10. Back to you 10, 12 and a half. Here gonna be 15. 15, 17 and a half. 15 gonna be 17 and a half. 15 here gonna be 17 and a half and 20 over here gonna be 20, 17 and a half and 20. 17 and a half gonna be 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. 17 and a half. Sold them to you 17 and a half. 608, 608. Okay. $10 gonna be 10. One rooster, one hen. One rooster, one hen. Gonna be 10. Little money. I got 10 and 12 and a half. Gonna be 12 and a half. $10 here. Gonna be 10 and 12 and a half. 12 and a half. $10 here, gonna be 12 and a half. Little money in a 10 here and 12 and a half. Gonna be 12 and a half. Now 15 here, gonna be 17 and a half. 17 and a half. 15 gonna be 17 and a half. How about $16? Well, 16 up there, gonna be 16, 15, 16, 15 here, gonna be 16, 16 now 17. Now 18 here, gonna be 18, a little 18 now 19, 19 here, gonna be 20, 20, 20, 19 and 20. Now 21, 21 now 22, gonna be 22, now 23, gonna be 23, 3, 3 now 24 here, gonna be 24, and a little money now 24, 23, 24, 23 here, gonna be 24, and a little I sold them to you 23, 618, 23, 618. Lot number 40, broody hen. Broody hen. $10 gonna be 10 little money in a 10, 10, 10, 10. Gonna be 10 little money in a 10. $5 here, gonna be 5 right there. Now 7 and a half. $5 here, 7 and a half. 7 and a half now 10. 10 here, 7 and a half. Gonna be 10 little money in a 10, 10, 10. How about $8, John? Gotta be $8 now 9. 9 now 10 here. Gonna be 10 now 11 little money. 11 gotta be 12, 12, 12. 11 here, gonna be 12. Here gonna be 12 and 13, 13 little money, 13, 14 here, gonna be 13, 14, gonna be 14, 14, 14 now 15 here, gonna be 16, 16 here, gonna be 16, 15, 16, 15, 16 where, gonna be 16 little money, 16, 15, 16, $15, 16, 18, $15, 618. Line number 5 gonna be rooster, pretty good sized rooster. 10, gonna be 10, little money in a 10, 10, 10, 10, gonna be 10, little money in a 10, 7 and a half here, gonna be 7 and a half right there, now 10, 7 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 12 and a half here, gonna be 10 and 12 and a half, 10 here, gonna be 12 and how about 11 down there, gonna be 11, a little 10, gonna be 11, oh 10, gonna be 11, 11, 11, 10, and 11, 10, gonna be 11, all in and all done, sold them to you 10, 618, $10, 618. Lot 52, gonna be rooster. 3-month-old barnyard mix. $5 gonna be fine, a little money to 5, 5, 5, be fine. I got 5 right there. Now 7 and a half, $5 here, gonna be 7 and a half, $5 here, gonna be 7 and a half and 10, 7 and a half and 10, 10, 10 down there. 7 and a half, gotta be 10, 7 and a half, gonna be 10, a little money, 7 and a half and 10, 7 and a half, gonna be 10, all in and all done. 7 and a half, 622, 7 and a half on 622. 2.5, gotta be it's another rooster, same deal. 2.5, gotta be 2.5, a little money, and a 2.5 right there. Who do you see? 2.5. 2.5 now, fine. 2.5 gonna be fine. A little money, 2.5 and 5. 2.5 gonna be fine. A little money and a 5, 5, 5. 2.5. How about 3? 2.5 gonna be $3 here. Gonna be 3. A little money and a 3, 3, 3. 2.5 and 3. Sold it to you, John. 2.5. 508. How many months old? 4 months old. Game hen. Game hen bantam. 4 months old. 2.5, gonna be 2.5, a little money and a 2.5, gonna be 2.5, a little money and a 2.5, half, who to be 2.5, 2.5 right there. Now 5, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 7.5, gonna be 10, 10, 10, gonna be 12.5, gonna be 15 here, gonna be 15, 12.5, 15, 12.5 now 15 here, gonna be 15, 12.5 now 13, gonna be 13, a little money and a 13, 12.5 and 13, wearing gonna be 13, a little money and a 13, 12.5 and 13, sold it to you 12.5, 616, 12.5, 616. 12-week old Copper Moran rooster. Seven and a half, gonna be 7.5, a little money, 7.5, gonna be 7.5, gonna be 7.5, $5 here, gonna be fine, I got 5 right there, and a 7.5, gonna be 7.5, a little money, 7.5, 5, 7.5, and 10, 10 down here, 7.5, gonna be 10, 7.5, a little money, and a 10, 10, 10, 7.5, who give me $8, 7.5, gonna be 8, and a little money, 8, 8, 8, gonna be 8, and a little money, 8, 7.5, and 8, 7.5, gonna be 8, and a little money, 8, 8, 8, now 9, 8, now 9, gonna be 9 up here, now 9, 8, now 9, gonna be 9, a little money, $8, $9, where, and gonna be 9, 8, 9, now 10 here, and gonna be 10, 10, 10, 9, a little money, and a 10, 9 now 10, sold it to you, 9, buyer 34, 9, buyer 34. 2 young olive eggers. Look like hens. Get 2. $10, gonna be 10, a little money, and a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, gonna be 10, a little money, and a 10, I got 10 right there, and a 12.5, 10 here, gonna be 12.5, a little 12.5, now 15 down here, 17.5, now 20, gotta be 20, 17.5 here, and gonna be 20, a little money, and a 20, 20, now 22.5, gonna be 22.5, gonna be 25 down here, and a 25, 22.5, gonna be 25, 22.5 here, and gonna be 25, a little money, and a 25, 5 high, who'd have been 25, gonna be 25, sold them to you 22.5, 102, 22.5, 102. Lot number 41. Gonna be 1 hen. $10, gonna be 10, a little money, and a 10, 10, 10, gonna be 10, a little money, and a 10, who to be 10, gonna be 10, a little 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, gonna be 5 right there, now 7.5, $5, 7.5, gonna be 10 here, gonna be 10, 10, 10, now 12.5, now 15, 15, 17.5, 15 here, gonna be 17.5, 15 here, gonna be 17.5, a little 15 and 17.5, all in and all done, all in and all done, $15 down here, 613, 613. Get a rooster. I'll be 10. We've got 10 right here. Now 12.5. $10 here. You're going to be 12.5. A little money into 12.5. 10 here. You're going to be 12.5. 12.5. Now 15. Going to be 17.5 down here. 17.5. 15. 17.5. 15 here. You're going to be 17.5. 15. 17.5. All in and all done. Be 15. Put it on the sale barn again. It's in my. Put it in my pile. Make a pile for me somewhere. $10 right here, 12.5, $10 here, you're gonna be 12.5, gonna be 12.5, $10 here, you're gonna be 12.5, $10 here, you're gonna be 12.5, a little money to 12.5, 10, 12.5, now 15, gonna be 17.5, gonna be 17.5, 15, gonna be 17.5, 15 here, 17.5, now 20, now 22 to hang, gonna be 22.5, 20 here, gonna be 22 to hang, 20 here, gonna be 22.5, fall in and all done, 20 same way, 20 same way. Three hens in this box. Those are sweet. Some Polish. Are they Polish? Some? There you go. Special ones there. 20. Got to be 20. No, money. 20, 20, 20, gotta be 20, 20, 20, gotta be 20 right there. John, you got 20. Now 22 and a half, 20, gotta be 22 and a half, gotta be 25, gotta be 27 and a half, 25, gotta be 27 and a half, 27 and a half your way, 25, gotta be 27 and a half, gotta be 30 here, and gotta be 30 and a 32 and a half, gotta be 30 and a 32 and a half, gotta be 32 and a half, 30 here, gotta be 32 and a half, 32 and a half, gotta be 35, 5, 5, gotta be 35, now 37 and a half, 35 here, and gotta be 37 and a half, gotta be 40 here, and gotta be 40, 37 and a half, gotta be 40, 37 and a half here, and gotta be 40, a little bit of money to 40, 40, 40, 37 and a half, and 40, all in and all done, sold them to you 37 and a half, 616, I think that is, 616. He's got a voice. One hen, one rooster. $10, gonna be 10 a little money, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, gonna be 10 a little, I got 10 right there, and 12 and a half, 10, gonna be 12 and a half, where gonna be 12 and a half, 10 here, 12 and a half, $10 here, gonna be 12 and a half, 12 and a half, gonna be 15, 17 and a half here, 17 and a half, now 20 here, gonna be 20, 20, 20, now 22 and a half. How about 21? Gonna be 21 a little money, 21, 20, now 21, 20 here, gonna be 21, gonna be 21, and all in and all done, 20 here, gonna be 21. Sold it to you, 20, 508, $20, 508. 17. There he is. I got a few for you already. Really? Okay. What do we got here? I'll be 10 on him. Who give me 12 and a half? I'm going to be 12 and a half and 15. 12 and a half, a little money, now 15. 12 and a half here, now 15. 12 and a half, 15. 17 and a half, going to be 20 here. Going to be 20, 20, 20, now 22 and a half. Going to be 22 and a half and 25. 25, going to be 27 and a half. 25 here, going to be 27 and a half. 25, going to be 27 and a half. Going to be 27 and a half. 25 and 27 and a half. All in and all done. Going to be 25 your way. 613, 25, 613. There you go. 12 and a half. Got to be 12 and a half. A little money in 12 and a half. Got to be 12 and a half. A little money in 12 and a half. $10 wearing. Got to be 10. A little money in 10 right there. Now 12 and a half. 10. Got to be 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 15 here. Got to be 17 and a half. 17 and a half. 15. 17 and a half. Now 20 here. Got to be 22 and a half. Got to be 22 and a half. 20. Now 22 and a half. Got to be 25. 5. 5. 27 and a half. 25. Got to be 27 and a half. 25 here. Got to be 27 and a half. Got to be 27 and a half. All in and all done. 25 your way. Did you get a number? Put it on my pile right here. Sale barn. Whatever you've been doing on that. Four hens, no cage. What's your lot number? 26. No cage. How many? Four? How about $40? Gonna be 40. No little money. No 40, 40, 40. Who'd have been 40? Gonna be 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. $30 here. Gonna be 30. No little money. No 30, 30. Got 20. Now 22 and a half. 20 here. Gonna be 22 and a half. No little money. No 22 and a half. 22 and a half. Gonna be 25. Gonna be 27 and a half here. 27 and a half. Now 30. Now 32 and a half. Gonna be 32 and a half. 32 and a half. 30. No 32 and a half. 30 here. Gonna be 32 and a half. 32 and a half. Where? I got 30 here. Gonna be 32 and a half. Now 35. Gonna be 35. 37 and a half. 37 and a half. 35 here. Gonna be 37 and a half. Gonna be 37 and a half. 35. Gonna be 37 and a half. 35 here. Now 37 and a half. All in and all done. 35, 508. Did you see third person? Hens, no cage. Get 4. Get 5. 35, I'm going to be 35, a little money, 35, 35, going to be 35 right there. Now 37 and a half, 35, going to be 37 and a half, 37 and a half, going to be 40 here, going to be 40, 37 and a half here, now 40, 37 and a half, going to be 40, a little money, 40, 40, 40, 37 and a half here, going to be 40, a little money, 37 and a half, 40, now 42 and a half, 42 and a half, going to be 45, 45, going to be 45, a little 42 and a half here, going to be 45, all in and all done. Sold them 42 and a half, your way, put it on me. 5 hens, no cage. 35, gonna be 35, no better money, no 35, 5, 5, who'd have been 35, gonna be $30 here, gonna be 30, no better, I got 30 right there, now 32 and a half, 32 and a half, gonna be 35, 5, 5, gonna be 35, now 37 and a half, 35, gonna be 37 and a half, I got 35 here, need 37 and a half, 35, gonna be 37 and a half, 35 and 37 and a half, all in and all done. 35 down here, 613, 35, 613. Lot 13, no cage, 1 rooster. 16-week Brahma rooster. $10 going to be hitting the little money in the 10 right there. Now 12 and a half, 10 here, going to be 12 and a half, the little 12 and a half, 10 here, going to be 12 and a half, 12 and a half, going to be 15 here, going to be George looking at you, 15, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, going to be 20, 20, 20, 20, 17 and a half, going to be 20, 20, 20, now 22 and a half here, going to be 22 and a half, going to be 30 here, going to be 30, no little money in a 30, 30, 30, 30, 22 and a half here, 30 where, 22 and a half, going to be 30, 30, 30, 22 and a half, and 30, all in and all done, all in and all done, 22 and a half, 618. Lot 23, lot 23. Going to be a rooster. Pretty good size one there. $10 going to be 10, a little money in a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, going to be 10 right there. Now 12 and a half, $10 here, going to be 12 and a half, a little money in a 12 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 15, going to be 15, 15, 15, 15, 15 up top, 15, 12 and a half, 15, going to be 15, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, going to be 20 here, don't need a little money in 20, 17 and a half, 20 where, 17 and a half, going to be 20, 20, 20, all in and all done, all in and sold it to you right there, 17 and a half on this on my pile over here. Lot number 38. 2 4-month-old Plymouth Rock mixes. $15, gotta be $15 here, a little bit of money in 15, 15, 15, gotta be 15, a little bit of money in 15, where? 12 and a half, 12 and a half, right there, now 15, 12 and a half, gotta be 15, a little bit of money in 15, 12 and a half, 15, where? 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, gotta be 20, a little bit of money in 20, 20, 20, 20, now 22 and a half and 25. 22 and a half, 25, 27 and a half, now 30. 30 here, going to be 30, 30, 30. You want to do 30? Now 32 and a half. 32 and a half, going to be 35. Going to be 35, a little money into 35. Now 37 and a half here, going to be 37 and a half, 35, 37 and a half. 35 here, going to be 37 and a half. All in and all done. Going to be 35, buyer 622, 35, buyer 622. Lot 32, 2 ducks. $10 gonna be 10, a little money in a 10, 10, 10. Who to be 10? Gonna be 10, a little money in a 10, 10, 10. $5 wearing gonna be fine right there. Now 7.5. You want to be 7.5? Now 10 here. Gonna be 10, 10, 10, 10, and 12.5. Now 15 here. 15 down here. Gonna be 15, 17 and a half up top. 15 here. Gonna be 17 and a half. 15 gonna be 17 and a half. A little bit of money in 17 and a half. All in and all done. 17 and a half. Now 20. 20 here. 17 and a half. Gonna be 20, 20, 20, 17 and a half, and 20. All in and all done. You bought them. 17 and a half. Buyer number 614. 614. Thank you. 6 salmon roosters, and you get the crate. Selling the crate. Yep, nice crate. It is a nice crate. Right? Put the sprinkler over it. Yeah. You get 6 of those roosters. $20, gotta be 20. Literally got 20 right there. Now 22 and a half. 20 gonna be 25. How about 25? Get the crate too. You get in the crate. 20, not 25. Gonna be 25. Little money, 25. 20 here. Gonna be 25. Little money, 25. 20, not 25. 25. Now 30 here. Gonna be 35. Little money, 35. Gonna be 40 here. No 45. Gonna be 45. 45. 45. How about 42 and a half? Angela, go easy on. You're gonna be 42 and a half. And 45 here. Gonna be 47 and a half. Gonna be 45 and 47 and a half. 45 here. 47 and a half. 47 and a half. Now 50 here. Gonna be hitting a little money. 50, 50, 50. 47 and a half and 50. 47 and a half. Gonna be $50. 47 and a half. Little money. 50, 50, 50. 47 and a half and 50. All in and all done. Right there, 47 and a half on my stash over here. 12-week-old blue copper Moran rooster. $10, gotta be 10, a little money in a 10, gotta be 10, a little money in a 10, 10, 10, who to be 10, gotta be 10, 10, 10. 7.5. 7.5 now 10. 7.5 gonna be 10 to the little money and a 10. Gonna be 10. 7.5 here. 10 where? Gonna be 10 to the little money and a 10. 7.5 and 10. 7.5 here. Gonna be 10. 10. 10. 10 now 12.5. 12.5 gonna be 15. 15. 12.5. Sold it to you. 12.5. 6.18. Two more ducks. Lot number 33. Two ducks. $10 gonna be 10 to the little money and a 10, 10, 10, 10, gonna be 10 to the little money and a 10, 7.5, gonna be 7.5, $5 here, gonna be 5 right there. Now 7.5, gonna be 7.5, little 7.5 up top. Now 10 here, gonna be 10, 10, 10, and 12.5, gonna be 12.5, 10 here, gonna be 12.5, 10 here, 12.5, gonna be 12.5, 10 here, gonna be 12.5, gonna be 12.5, 12.5. Now 15 here, and 12.5, gonna be 15, 12.5, gonna be 15, 15, 12.5, and 15, all in and all done. Sold them to you 12.5, 6.14. Is there 6.14? Yes, sir, 6.14. Lot 35. One rooster. 7.5, gonna be 7.5, a little money, 7.5, gonna be 7.5, where? 7.5 up top, now 10, 7.5, gonna be 10, 10, 10. Did you say 10, Emilio? Now 12.5, 12.5, 10 here, gonna be 12.5, 10 here, gonna be 12.5, and 15 here, 12, 15. Now 17.5, gonna be 20 here, gonna be 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 17.5, and 20. Now 22.5, now 25, gonna be 25, 22.5 here, gonna be 25, all in and done. 22.5 right here, put it over here. Lot number 1. Gonna be a rooster. 7.5, gonna be 7.5, a little money, 7.5, gonna be $5 here, gonna be fine, a little money, and a 5, 5, 5, gonna be fine, a little money, and a 5, who'd have been 5? I got 5 right there, now 7.5, 5 here, gonna be 7.5, $5 here, gonna be 7.5, a little 7.5, gonna be 5 and 7.5, $5 here, gonna be 7.5, now 10 here, 10 here, gonna be 10, 10, 10, 7.5, gonna be 10, gonna be 10, 10, 12.5, gonna be 12.5, 10 here, 12.5, 10 here, gonna be 12.5, 10 here, gonna be 12.5, yes sir, 12.5, now 15 here, and 12.5, gonna be 15, all in and all done, 12.5 right there, 6.18. Got some ducks just came in, late arrival ducks. Probably a good idea today. Somebody probably ran and got them. Yeah. Gonna be a rooster there. 15, gonna be 18, a little bit of, I got 15, thank you. Now 17.5, 15, gonna be 17.5, where? Gonna be 17.5, a little bit of money, and 17.5, 15, 17.5, gonna be 17.5, 15, gonna be 17.5, 15 here, gonna be 17.5, 17.5, now 20, now 22.5, gonna be 22.5, a little bit of money, and 22.5, 20 here, gonna be 22.5, 20, now 22.5, sold it to you 20, my way over here. 84. Lot number 10. It's a hen and there's an egg in a bag. $10 gonna be 10, a little bit of money, and a 10, 10, 10, gonna be 10, I got 10 right there. Now 12.5, 10 here, gonna be 12.5, and 15, gonna be 15, 12.5, 15, 12.5, 15 where? 12.5, gonna be 15, a little money, and 12.5, 15, 17.5, 20 here, gonna be 20, now 22.5, gonna be 25, 25, now 27.5, 25 here, gonna be 27.5, 25, gonna be 27.5, 25 here, gonna be 27.5, all in and all done. 25 Cody's way. 611, 611, buyer 611. Get a hen and a rooster. 15, gonna be 15, a little bit of money in a 15, 15, 15, who'd have been $15 here, and gonna be 15, a little bit of money in a 15, 12 and a half, gonna be 12 and a half, who'd have been 12 and a half right there, now 15, 17 and a half, gonna be 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 15 down here, you wanna be 17 and a half up top, gonna be 17 and a half, 15 here, and gonna be 17 and a half, 15 here, and gonna be 17 and a half, gonna be 17 and a half, 15, gonna be 17 and a half, 17 and a half, now 20 and a 22 and a half, gonna be 22 and a half, 20 here, and gonna be 22 and a half, a little bit of money in a 22 and a half, all in and all done, be 20 down there, 84, or $20 on 84. Lot number 9 going to be Rooster. $10 going to be 10, a little money in a 10, 10, 10, going to be 10, a little money in a 10, 10, 10, $7, 7 and a half, going to be 7 and a half, a little money, 7 and a half, right there now 10, 7 and a half, going to be 10, a little money in a 10, 10, 10, right there now 12 and a half, $10 here, going to be 12 and a half, and 15, going to be 15, a little money in a 15, 12 and a half, 15, 12 and a half, going to be 15, 12 and a half here, going to be 15, 12 and a half, going to be 15, all in and all done, 12 and a half, 6, 18, 12 and a half, 6, 18. Lot number 12, going to be maybe a hen and a rooster set. Couple bantams or what? They're little, tiny? Looks like it. $10, gonna be 10, a little money in a 10, 10, 10, gonna be 10, a little money in a 10, who'd have been 10, gonna be 10, 10, 10. Now little birds there, gonna be 7 and a half, gonna be 7 and a half, a little money in 7 and a half, gonna be 5, I got 7 and a half right there. Now 10, 7 and a half, gonna be 10, a little money in a 10, 10, 10, 7 and a half here, 10 wearing, gonna be 10, a little 7 and a half and 10, 7 and a half and 10. Now 12 and a half, gonna be 12 and a half, 10 here, gonna be 12 and a half, 12 and a half, gonna be 15 down here, gonna be 15, 17 and a half, 15, gonna be 17 and a half, 17 and a half up top. How about 16, 17, gonna be 17, a little 17, now 18, a little 18, 17, 18, 17 down here, now 18 up top, 17, 18, 17 here, going to be 18, 17 going to be 18, a little money, 18, 18, 18, 18, sold them to you, 17 down there, 6, 17, 17, 6, 17. Lot number 8 going to be Rooster. 7 and a half, gonna be 7 and a half, a little money, 7 and a half, gonna be 7 and a half, 7 and a half, gonna be 7 and a half, $5 here, gonna be 5 right there. Now 7 and a half, $5 here, gonna be 7 and a half, a little money, 7 and a half, 7 and a half. Now 10 here, gonna be 10, 10, 10, 12 and a half, gonna be 12 and a half, $10 here, gonna be 12 and a half, $10 here, gonna be 12 and a half, and 15 here, gonna be 15, 12 and a half, and 15, 12 and a half here, gonna be 15, 15. You want to be 15? Now 17 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, all in and all done. Gonna be 15 your way, 6, 18, 15, 6, 18. Lot number 36. Gonna be a Rooster. $5 gonna be fine, a little money in a 5, 5, 5, gonna be fine, a little money in a 5, who'd have been fine, gonna be $5 on them, 5 right there, now 7 and a half, a little money, 7 and a half, gonna be 7 and a half, $5 here and 7 and a half, $5 here, gonna be 7 and a half, gonna be 7 and a half right there, now 10, gonna be 10, 10, 10, 7 and a half and 10, 7 and a half here, gonna be 10, a little money, sold it to you, 7 and a half, 84, 7 and a half, 84, 84 by 1. Lot 54. What'd you say down there? 2 Welsh Harlequins and a Pekin mix. No cage. That's fine. Can we see him? Everybody sees him? $10 gonna be 10, a little money in a 10, 10, 10 right there. Now 12 and a half, $10 here, gonna be 12 and a half, a little money in a 12 and a half, 10 here, 12 and a half where? Gonna be 12 and a half, a little money in a 12 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, $10 here, 12 and a half. Now 15 here, gonna be 17 and a half, 15, 17 and a half. Now 20 here, gonna be 20 and 22 and a half, a little money in a 22 and a half, gonna be 25 here, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, a little money, 30 here, gonna be 32 and a half, gonna be 32 and a half, 30 here, 32 and a half, 30 here, gonna be 32 and a half, 30 here, gonna be 32 and a half, a little money in a 32 and a half, all in and all done. $30, 102, $30, 102. Is that all? Thank you, everybody. We'll catch you next Monday. Good sale today.
So, how long? 1 year? Oh, well, 90 days ain't too bad.
That's it?
Home arrest or whatever. But no jail. They would have kicked you out. Right? All right, Jed. Have a good one. J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance. Trump's vice president. They just announced it. Yeah, he's been well, he's been on all the news. He's from Ohio, Republican from Ohio or something. If you saw him, you'd probably see him.
You'll tell you in Iowa, Minnesota, and so. Yeah, so Minnesota. All the floods.
Yeah.
The mosquitoes are terrible. Oh, and they're biting up the backs of the pigs off.
Oh, are they?
The pigs are down 10 months apart.
Oh, shit. Hey, Alice. Yes. Did you get them?
Yeah.
They're registered. Oh. Yep. Oh.
So that don't sound good.
Well, not good for the hog farmers. Of course, they've been through that before 100 times.
They're afraid there's so many. I would say there's so many diseases coming.
Well, yeah.
See the mosquitoes go up.
And with all that flooding and everything, that's going to bring in massive bugs and diseases. And
140,000.
you need a smoke?
Not a smoke.
Oh, shit. Would your dad bring you? Chickens laying good?
No.
What? Why?
I don't know, about 6 eggs a day.
Oh. Mine are laying pretty good.
Yeah, you probably got young ones. Mine.
Yeah, I'm getting older. I tried to buy one today, but shit, damn thing's going 25, 30, 26 bucks.
Well, it's on 15, 25 for 6 eggs. They're breaking even.
Yeah. We got our first, I got them Easter eggers, 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I got the biggest damn egg I'd ever seen. I couldn't even shut the lid on it, and it was finally we ate it last night. It was a double yolker.
Yeah.
That was my first double yolker I've ever
We
had.
used to get them
All the time? That's the first I've ever had.
I got one at least one every once in a while.
A double yolker.
Yeah.
I sure I got them 2 Easter eggers, and they're out producing my 4 red ones.
Really? Yeah. They will.
But I don't know what the 4 red ones are. They're some kind of mixed breed of some sort. I don't really know what they are. No, they're a mixed breed of some sort. Yep. They're not purebred. Oh.
That
did all right today, Ken.
I did pretty good.
On your, it was a good duck day. You got lucky on that, 'cause you know sometimes you can't hardly give them damn ducks away.
The Rosa did good.
Yeah. Oh, did you? I missed it 'cause I had to step out.
That little white one,
Yeah.
I only paid 45 for 3 months. It's only got 120.
Oh shit. You might want to become a little goat trader.
I am. That has
You still got all them babies yet?
Oh yeah.
But they're all weaned and they're growing.
Yeah, I didn't want to sell them because the assholes I couldn't keep them in the
Yeah,
renter.
these you said that.
I still got pasture, and if I sold them too early, they'll burn me.
No.
And I got pasture.
Yeah, you got pasture for them, so
And I just dewormed them, so
just let them grow.
let them grow.
Yeah.
Because I got to get 500 chickens out of them. I got good money.
Yeah, they sold good too. And the ducks. Like I said, them ducks usually don't sell that great.
Lost money on the geese.
Oh,
Not
did
really.
you?
Well,
Yeah, they didn't sell that great, I didn't think. The two
Well, I
geese.
got them by mistake because some asshole was running me on them,
Oh.
and I thought I was out, and I was in.
Oh shit.
They're good geese. I like them.
Yeah.
But anyway, and I got my fish net. Maybe you can catch chickens now.
Yep. I think we ended up with that. I think we ended up with that. That the sale barn did that chicken that net.
Did you get it?
Or did you get it?
I got it. I got it.
Maybe. Yeah, you must have. That's a nice net, actually.
You know how much shit on that?
Oh,
I was pricing them $100.
oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
That's in
'Cause that's a nice. Cause that's a net for salmon.
coast to coast.
Yep.
Oh, it looks really good though.
Open. Yep. It does. Catching chickens. Yeah. Yeah, I could use one or two more hens, but gee, the hens are going for a lot of money. Gee. I used to be able to pick them up for $10. Now they're like 20. Hey AJ.
They'll come back though.
Oh yeah. This fall. They'll come back down this fall whenever they want to get rid of the chickens. Get rid of mine this fall, but well, I kind of like these sticks I got. They're producing, 4 to 6 eggs, a day, or 3 to 6 eggs a day. Yep. I give mom a dozen here, my daughter and mom a dozen here and there, and yep. See you, John.
Marv made it his.
Did he? He must have 2 loads today. He must have 2 loads. I don't remember seeing him this morning.
Bryce have anybody in Rock Valley?
Not that I've heard. I haven't heard. I'm sure there is. a good weekend, AJ?
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Town.
Only got about 50 cows out there right now.
I see what 5 or 6 just came in.
Yep. 2 bulls, got a Swiss and then a black bull out there.
You should have smiled when you got a little bit there.
You go to the junior rodeo?
Nah, I didn't check it out. Not after the last rodeo experience.
I was talking to one couple that went, paid their $20 a piece.
Yeah.
Halfway through, they said, "Fuck this, man,
Yep.
home."
Exactly.
Halfway they left. It was horrible.
Yeah. You're like, well, this is as good as it's gonna get, and shit.
And the thing is, like you said,